Hi friends, what is up? It's Melanie, and today we have a really fun video planned. Can you tell? Can you guess? Also, if you just saw the thumbnail of this video, you most definitely probably already know I've been looking forward to making this plush chunky knit bag all week, especially so that I can use it. I'm gonna be walking you guys along with me today on this journey of making it. And if you're new here, hey, what's up? I'm Melanie. I love doing crafts, especially knitting and crocheting. Hopefully this inspires you, helps you guys to make your very own. But other than that, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so I bought this from Amazon. I will of course put the link down below. I'm very excited to try it out. Not to have an ego here, but I feel like it'll be very quick. I feel like it'll be easy just because it seems like you're basically crocheting just without a hook. Wow, look how thick that is. If anything goes wrong, it's gonna be that I don't have enough yarn, which is very likely, unfortunately, because I only bought one of these. I had no clue. It said it was like a pound or something, which I felt like was a lot. We'll see what happens. To start this off, you're gonna do a basic slip stitch just like you're crocheting, and then you're gonna make more stitches until you have a wide enough base for what you're going for. So this is my little slip stitch. So if my finger was my hook, I would pull it through like that. So that's one chain, but you could also just use your fingers, go through this hole like this, catch the string and pull it through like that, because then now we're at 3 chains. Let's keep doing this. Oh my gosh, I enjoy this. I feel like people make blankets like this, correct me if I'm wrong. I also have to decide, like, if you have a hole like this, you're not going to be able to hold like a lip gloss, you know, because it'll just fall through. So you're gonna want to make sure to make it tight enough, or honestly, like, it doesn't have to be super tight because there are holey bags out there, and I do own some holey bags myself, but I guess it just depends like what you're gonna use it for, right? You don't want to be losing your lip gloss. Another technique for chaining is if you go from the back, you have this hole and you just take this string, push it up and push it through like so. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 6th one. I think I'm just gonna do one more and then we're gonna call it good. Oh my gosh, wait, this is so cool. Who invented Hugh Darn? Okay, wait, I'm gonna give you guys a better view. Okay guys, you're now looking at my floor and my awful nails. Please, oh my gosh, this is actually embarrassing. I didn't realize you guys would be looking at my hands this much, but just ignore it, okay? So this is just giving you a better view. I'll give you a couple more angles so you can just tell what I'm doing here. As you can see, you have this hole. Put your fingers through it like so till you can grab this yarn, pinch it, pull it through, and that's basically a chain. A couple of the other variations I showed you guys were just like using your finger as a hook and hooking it through. This is probably the hardest one. It kind of hurts your finger. Same thing. Or if you flip it around to the back like this, you could just take this and use your thumb and push it through like this, so that when you flip it around, it's also a chain. Just a couple options. As we see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is the 8th one. We're gonna start building our bag. I would say this is about a little less than a foot. Now that we're here, we're just going to basically, if you know how to crochet, go make chains in each one of these, but it's not the exact same just because we're not completing the chain. So basically in each of these loops, you're just gonna go through, find this, and pull it through like so. Once it's here, you're just gonna leave it there. If you were crocheting, you would pull it through both of these to make a single crochet, or you would do it again to make a double crochet, but we're just gonna leave it here. Move on to the next loop, 1 over, poke your fingers through. Oh my gosh, so tight. And then pull the, can I even call this yarn? I don't know. Pull this stuff through. And you want these to be about the same like height. Then we're just gonna go over to the next one, do the same thing again. Like so. 1 over. Wow, breaking my finger here, not gonna lie. Like so. You can like mess with these a little too, like adjust them since it's all connected. But once again, make sure they're about the same height. Come over here, the next one, pull through, and then last one over here. Do the same exact thing. And wow, would you look at that? Then we're just going to flip this around. I'm gonna do one of those little chains right here at the end one for good measure. And then we're just gonna go do all of these. Okay guys, I know it looks really funky right now, but you just have to envision it. We have a little tail on this back side. I'm gonna end up tucking everything in at the end, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. We're gonna go over here. My yarn is out right here, and you're basically gonna just keep chaining through each of these and going around and building up until your bag is as tall as you want it to be. This is the last one I did, so I'm gonna move on to this one. I'm just going to take this same yarn I've been working with and then chain it through like that. And as you can see, it's gonna start to form that little braided woven look. Leave it here, move on to the next one. I just did this one. You can see this one has two. This one is only the first one. So I'm gonna bring it over here, chain, and now both of these two have two. Find the next one here, chain, and you can see it start to form. And you're just gonna keep going around and around, honestly, guys, until it's as tall as you want it to be. Once again, you wanna make sure these are as in line as possible. Yarn check. I would say we've almost used half of it. So hopefully I can finish this today. So this is what this side looks like. That has two chains. And then the other side, it looks funky because it only has one. But we're just gonna keep going around. We don't mind that right now. So now we have two all the way around, and we're just gonna keep this going. Little update, guys. It looks funky, but we're getting somewhere, I promise. I can see it working and coming along. I will be honest, guys, it looks crazy right now. It does start to fold every which way. That's okay, that is okay. You will like be able to mold it better once the whole thing is like closer to being finished. I feel like I just know I have an RBF. There's certain things that when I like speed up my clips, if I'm eating, I look crazy. If I'm just like breathing, it makes me look like I'm the heaviest breather. I'm like, you know, and I just feel like when I speed up this clip of me making this, I'm gonna look absolutely crazy. Tell me though, why this is making me sweat a little bit. Okay, as you can see now, it's starting to like curl in. Genuinely the best feeling when you see it come together. Check. So skinny. Okay, I'm gonna make the executive decision right now saying this is not gonna be finished. You guys probably could have told me that sooner. I need to place the yarn order right now. This is the one that I got. I will link it down below. Yeah, it is 1.1 pounds of yarn. It was about $26. But this is beautiful. Ordering it right now and I can get by tomorrow. I always do this. I always ship it to the wrong place. Stress, 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 stress. Been settled, guys, don't worry. I ordered it to the right place. I don't think it's gonna come until Thursday, so we are going to have to wait to finish this little bag, but I'm gonna get as much done as I can right now. And I feel like I can already tell you that if I had, I don't know why I want to call stuff ingredients, if I had all the supplies with me right now, I think that this craft is doable within like an hour if you know what you're doing. So it's been about 30 minutes and this is where I am. This is a dense bag. So therapeutic doing this. I really enjoy it. This is where I am for a full ball of yarn. So genuinely, I could have made this a little smaller, like a little, you know, portable purse size, and I think one ball of yarn would have done it. I'm literally gonna be late for class, so I will see you guys once the next yarn ball comes and I can finish this purse off. Hi guys, so it has been a hot minute. Once again, this is where we're at. To add this on, I think I'm just gonna like tie this here because this is the inside of my bag. Like I'm gonna flip it inside out once I'm done, and so I'll be able to tuck it in just fine. So I just did a loose little tie, and we're just gonna continue. Okay, honestly guys, I think I might be ready to end it off here. This is what my bag is looking like. As you can see, right here is where I added in the new yarn, and it's kind of curled in, but you can see that all of the open loops are still here. So what we're gonna do is find the end. We're gonna kind of trace it around, see how long we need it to be, and then we're just going to cut it there. We are going to be threading this piece through all of the loops in order to, I suppose, cast off. Also guys, be proud of me. I did my nails. I made sure that I would redeem myself before I ended this video. I'm basically gonna take this piece. This is the last one that I threaded it through, so it's connected. So I'm gonna make sure to thread it through this one first so that it doesn't unravel, because then your whole bag would unravel and that'd be quite terrible. So I'm gonna thread it through here. And basically we just pull the entire string through it. So this kind of forms a knot, but that one is officially casted off, so it's not gonna undo. Then we go over to the next one, put this entire, I don't know, string, yarn, pull it all the way through, like so. And we're just gonna continue doing so. Make sure that you don't skip any of these loops, or else you may risk your bag just being unsturdy, and there's a good chance that if you do that, it will actually unwind. Okay, so now we are back to the first one. It's completely threaded through, and basically I'm just gonna shove it through here just to make sure that it connects so that it's a nice circle. And now we are able to flip our bag inside out for the moment of truth. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared for this moment of truth, but hopefully it works out. Here's what it's looking like. Now that all the ends are tied in, we can start pushing it. Oh gosh. We are flipping it inside out so that we have the like more knit looking side of the bag showing. Hopefully it holds its shape. It should. Oh my gosh, just making this thing was an arm workout. And then as you can see, it's kind of open like this. Like since this stuff is so stiff, you can like honestly mend it however you want. You can tighten the top part so it is like cinched, or you can make it wider. I think I'm gonna make mine a little bit tighter. You can just like weave the ends in as if you were crocheting. For example, you can see this one here very well. What I'm gonna do is take this end and shove it underneath, just like any one of these. It doesn't matter. There's really no like rhyme or reason. Keep in mind, you won't be able to see this from the front. And I'm just gonna do that a second time for extra security. Just finding another one right here, pushing it through. And then at this point, honestly, I'm taking some of this fluff out so it's a little bit like easier to work with. I'm gonna cut it. You can either just keep weaving it in, or you can just cut the entire hanging part off and it'll be fine. The ends are officially all woven in. After all of that tucking, you can barely see where those things were. It's a little tedious. I'm just gonna re-tighten this top part. I made mine a little tapered in, and I have all this huge end. So what I'm gonna do, it's kind of just like the same thing. I tied it around itself, and then I'm going to weave in the ends inside. I'm gonna cut a lot of this off though. Okay, now all we need to do is add a strap, and there's a lot of different ways to do that. You can have just a plain strap like this. You could have two of these. You could also twist them like that. You can also braid them. You can make more chains. I feel like there's just a lot of options. I still think that's cute. But then I was like, maybe I want it like one long braided strap. And I say braided, but it's actually a chain. So it's quite literally the same thing that we've been doing. But I want it to be going from this side to this side. What we're gonna do is add a strap on this side and the side one long strap, and it's gonna be a chain. So I'm just taking my yarn, finding the position on the side so that's even. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I think I'm gonna do one right here and one right here for the straps. All right, and to start it off, I'm gonna take the end of one thread and push it through like this, and then we are just gonna do literally the same exact thing. We're gonna start chaining it until it is the length we want. Here's another angle. As you can see, it's giving that braided look, and it's kind of up to you how long you want your strap to be. You can honestly stop whenever. So cute. I think I want it a little bit longer. I kind of want it to sit like at my hip. I also am just trying to take into account though that this is a little bit stretchy. So if my bag is super heavy or something, like maybe this is a good length, because look at that stretch. I'm gonna do 2 more and then I'm gonna call it good. I feel like I always tend to overdo things. So this is me trying to be self-aware. We're just gonna cut this, and then in order to end it off, we have our entire strap. I'm gonna put it in between here so that it's just even on both sides. And I'm just going to pull this one through, thread it through here, put it back in to complete the chain so that, as you can see, it's like hooked on securely. Then we have our strap. All I'm gonna do is just like weave in this end and this end. Oh my gosh, guys, this is the moment we have been waiting for. I finished tucking everything in and ta-da! This is my finished bag. Is this not the cutest thing ever? Wow. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that it inspired you a little bit. If you try out this craft, make sure to let me know, because I would absolutely love to see how it turns out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today in making this craft. I had so much fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.